Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Black Cats TV. It's just me at the moment there, busy work schedules, busy family schedules. So it's just me at the moment doing the preview for Norwich, which is on tomorrow night, I want to say. So depending on when this goes out, Tuesday night for us there. So Norwich sitting 11th in the table, 52 points. They're just about 8 shy of the playoffs, so I mean it's quite a congested league, so they're definitely not out of it. But recent results for them have been a bit of a mixed bag, shall we say? If we look back to their last game, they just lost 2-1 at home away to Plymouth. Just beat West Brom, so similar to us there as well. 2-1 loss to Bristol City, 3-2 loss to Sheffield Wednesday, draws with Oxford and Blackburn Rovers, and then the last win before the West Brom one was back in February where they beat Stoke 4-2. But again, within that month, draw, loss, draw, win. So they're very inconsistent, shall we say. So hopefully they're not due a win within that record, having just beaten West Brom, a bit like us as well on the weekend, just by the single goal. But if we look back to how have we done against Norwich in the more recent sort of fixtures, well, we beat them 2-1 back in December. It was Joe Bellingham that got us a winner towards the end. If you remember, when he was on the left-hand side, cut back onto his right and placed it in the far corner. They did beat us 1-0 away in March of last season, but I think we were in our Dodd spell at that point, do we call it? Our Beale fallout, as it were. We did beat them 3-1 at home last year in October, and of course the 1-0 win in March of 2023, where I was going to say Demba Ba, but Abdullah Ba scored a bit of a worldie for us when he was playing as a false nine instead of wearing a place. Is he still with us at Bar? Someone will have to get in the comments and remind me of that one there. So when we look at Norwich, of course, the danger man has got to be Delia Smith coming on the pitch at halftime and yelling, let's be having you. But in terms of actual players who are contributing, I think the big standout for them is Borja Sainz. He's got 17 goals in 35 games. He's only got 2 in his last 5. But I seem to remember when Norwich came up to the stadium earlier on in the season, he had a bit of what's a nice way of putting it? He fell over a lot. Got over-involved in certain tussles and that there. I'm sure something else happened as well. But but at that point, I'm sure he was on 11. So it might be that, his sort of spell has dried up a little bit there. We are on former Sunderland player watch. We've got Callum Doyle, who's a centre-back for Norwich City. He's got 1 goal, but he's got 7 assists already, Callum Doyle. So I don't know if he's taking set pieces or he's just sort of knocking things down from set pieces for them as well. Other danger man for them, of course, Josh Sargent. I think he just scored against Plymouth the other day, but he's got 14 goals in 26 games, 5 assists as well on there. I mean, Josh Sargent's one that, if I think his contract's up at the end of the season, I might have heard, and he'd be one that would fit our system quite well, I think. So, just throwing that out there. They've got Ante Stranak, who's on 7, and oh god, this is going to be dreadful. Emiliano Macarones, 4 goals, 6 assists as well. So starting to sort of dwindle down a little bit after that. But those are the players that we sort of want to highlight in this game. Now, of course, they just lost to Plymouth Argyle, but I can't exactly sit here and say that that's not for everyone. We've only got 1 point off of Plymouth Argyle this season, so hopefully it's an omen that actually will keep it the same. We all lost to Plymouth, but then we go and beat Norwich. That'll be a nice one for us here. Looking at how Norwich sort of set themselves up that day, they were at a 4-2-3-1. Sargent being the one up top on his own, Borja Sainz out left, Macarones in the middle, and Stranek on the right. You've got McLean and Nunes in the middle. You've got Fisher, Cordona, Duffy, and Stacey in the back. So no Callum Doyle, unless he's injured. I don't know. It doesn't tell me on here. So in terms of how we're going to go, I would like to think we keep pretty much the same team. Obviously, we're going to have one forced change. Mundle off injured against West Brom. And I think they've said it's another hamstring injury. So, hopefully it's not the exact same extent as his last one where he ruled him out for about 2 months or so. If so, his season's probably finished at this point now. Hopefully it's just a little tweak and, he'll be back in a couple of weeks. But at the same time, what a great moment to get Enzo back in the team, who just came off the bench against West Brom as well. So silver lining, if you will. Obviously, we don't want to lose Mundle. He's already contributed since coming back, but Enzo Lefebvre is a fantastic player as well to come straight back in for him there. I would imagine the team sets up very similar to the past 2 games. I think you put Enzo out left is what I would imagine, unless he's going to go with what seemed to do the trick against West Brom, where he puts Mayenda out on the left and then plays Enzo in the centre. But then does he drop Rig, for that one there? I thought Neil on Saturday had a great game, so I wouldn't be dropping Dan Neil for anyone on here. Meppen as well had a fantastic game. So I'd imagine the team stays very similar to the previous games. Just Enzo swapping in for Mundle is what I would think here. If you're asking, which I know you will be, asking for a prediction just before I give mine, we have updated the leaderboard because we had another fan, join us on the weekend. So Steve Royale sat there in number 10, just the same as me and Mike. So you've got loads of people down in second place, as it were, with Alex Dixon and Coffee Goblin David Edwards in the top 1, as it were, the top 3 spaces there. So if you want to, get your prediction in this video, please put it in the comments there and we'll count it towards our leaderboard. Mike will be doing a live stream on Tuesday for the game, but he'll be by the skin of his teeth, as he always says. He'll be coming in late for that one. So, get them in on this one if you can. We do try and include them in from the live streams as well. So if they're in the live stream as well, he will count it towards that. But it's just us going back and making sure we can actually see your comments so that we know that you've won. And there's good prizes to be had at the end. In terms of a prediction for me, I think we're winning ugly at the moment. We're not necessarily playing the best. We do good moments within the games, but weirdly, going into the playoffs, I think this is exactly what you want to do. You want to be winning games even if you're not playing very well. So I'm going to sit and say that we're going to win 1-0 again. Just going to eke it out. That's all that matters. We just keep it going, keep the 3 points rolling in. I'm not going to look too much into Burnley, Sheffield United and Leeds. I know they've slipped up and Mike wants to be the eternal optimist that the top 2 is still on. It doesn't matter at this moment. We've just got to win our own games and we see what happens at the end of each week. There, I know Burnley and Sheffield United have to play each other again, but it's all on us. Mike hasn't given me his prediction yet, so I'll make him put it in the comments of this video or make sure that he says it out on the live stream in time for the next game, Norwich on Tuesday night. So if you all wouldn't mind joining us for the live game on Tuesday night, that'd be much appreciated. And we'll see you all then. So take care now and have a good week. Bye.